Hey guys, I hope your day is going great. I have been so excited to do this project. This is for granddaughter Maggie's birthday present, and she's at that age where she's really loves mermaids and princesses and, the girly stuff as she should. So this project, if you want to make it, is already set up. It's ready to go. I made sure that I did the score line around it. So in other words, it's not going to cut this circle out. It's just going to score it to let the Cricut Maker know where we want the engraving to go once we put it on our mat. So this file will be over on my resource library, and everything over here is ready to go. It's all set up to engrave. So all you have to do is grab it. And then once it loads into your design space, then you want to click on Make It. And I want to mirror it because it's a personal preference for me. I think that the design looks better if you have the engraving on the back side of it. So all we have to do to get it to do that is to mirror it. So you'll notice, watch the mermaid, she's going to flip over. There we go. Now the project is mirrored. The only thing we have left to do is, for me, I'm going to move this down, and this is going to go into a lighted base. And so the very bottom piece of this base, I'm going to move this up to 100% so I can see it a little bit better. I want this base to line up at the 11-inch mark. That's going to help me line it up on the actual Cricut mat. That looks good. It's perfectly here, perfectly here. It's perfectly on the 11. I want it on the number 4 line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you follow this up, number 4 should be up top, and it is. All right, so we are good. So I'm going to click on Continue. It's going to hook up to my machine. Click Browse All Materials. And I'm going to go down to the acrylic and click Done. And it says to load my scoring wheel, but I don't want to do that because I'm not actually going to score it. So right up above, it says Edit Tool. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click the scoring stylus. If you don't have one, don't worry about it because we're not actually going to score it. It's just a way to trick the Cricut Maker to line up our engraving perfectly. All right, so, but you do want to make sure that you have engraving tip, which is number 41 in clamp B. And make sure you have your star wheels all the way to the right in order to do this. All right, so I'll meet you on over by the maker. All right, so our load button is flashing. I've got, this is the design that I'm working with, just like you saw on the Cricut Design Space. I've got some tape here on the edges, on the very tip, and on the bottom. We're not going to engrave here. This should be outside of the design that I designed, so I'm not worried about that. I did peel off this top layer of plastic. This was over here. I did leave the bottom piece. That's why it looks kind of blue. These lines is, I had Gary cut this shape out for me. I went to a store called Taps Plastic, which is in our area. I highly advise them. They are super friendly, really pleasant to work with, at least the one in our area. And they can actually cut this design for you. I didn't have time at the moment, so I asked Gary if he could cut it out for me, and he did. But they can also cut out pieces that are, like, this is another project that I'm working on. They can cut out this size for you as well in different thicknesses. And anyway, these actually I got on Amazon, so I will link to these. I've been using these a bunch. They're just a little bit thinner than this piece here. All right, so I'm going to load this into the Cricut Maker. I've already got my mat, or my star wheels are here. They're all the way pushed. They're usually here. I move them all the way to the right. I'm going to line my mat up perfectly in the middle between these. I don't want it all the way to the left or to the right because that leaves a gap and that will make a difference in your design. So make sure that you line up your mat perfectly in between these two tabs here, as close as you can. And then once you have it there, just grab the end and hit the load button. and hit the go button. So what it's going to do is it's going to go through the process of scoring without actually scoring. Now it's checking for the, make sure I have the engraving tip. Okay, so now it's going to engrave. Now I'm going to step away because this is going to take probably a while. But I just want you to know that if it stops and it spins and then goes back to engraving, that is quite all right. That is what helps mitigate the wear on the Cricut machine and the material. So it's nothing to worry about. It's to be expected. I just did a Cricut project. In fact, let me show you a bonus project that I've been working on. And this one has been taking a while because a lot of them have a lot of the engraving, a lot of detail, so it took a little bit longer. But this is one of the bonus projects that I have, where if you sign up for my email list, you get 12 designs that are already prepared for you. All you gotta do is hook them on up to your Cricut Maker machine and count them out. I'm trying to find something you can see the background. Oh, here. A sneak peek. You can see my sneak peek. So this is what it's going to be. This is the Valentine one, but I have done a project for all 12 of the months and then an extra surprise that goes along with it. But, so you can get all this for free, not the base. The base you would have to either already have or purchase. I got mine at Amazon. They come in black and white. But this is, you get this whole thing for free, not the acrylic. But you get the files for free, so all you gotta do is download my files and you can do the whole year or whatever months that you want. And I love them. I just, they remind me of like how you have a banner flag for outside. And you can, you know, change those seasonally. So I thought this would be kind of fun. So this is the Valentine one. I've already got all the other designs, and I just got to set up on the back end how to get the files to y'all. But, so there you go. There's my sneak peek. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to let it finish its engraving, and then I'll meet you back here and show you what the mermaid looks like in just a bit. Okay, so as you can see, she's all done engraved, and there's a lot of plastic pieces, powders on top of it. So it's a good idea to either take some tape or like a lint roller and try to get some of that off. You can also use a microfiber cloth, but it's not the type of, you know, plastic that's going to cut you. But since I have a cat who likes to come up here, I want to make sure that I protect his feet so he doesn't get any kind of irritants. It's also a good idea, you'll notice on your machine you'll have the same type of powder, so you want to make sure you clean your machine before you do, like, say, a vinyl project. And make sure you can use an air can, but don't shoot it towards the mechanics. If you use spray air, make sure you shoot it away. And I would just use tape. I have found this actually to be the very best, is to just quickly roll this up. Like the same thing you do, like if you have cat hair or dog hair you're trying to get off of you, and you can literally just do this and it sticks right to the tape. So as you can see, it gets right on there. So there's a helpful tip for you. And then, like I said, you can use this type of a cloth to wipe it as well. So things to be careful about. I'm going to take this and just wipe it into a trash can that I have right here. Okay. All right, so let me remove the tape. You can also, with this tape that you're removing here, rather than tape, you know, take a new piece, just go ahead and use what you've already got. This turned out really, really nice. I think she's gonna like it. So remember, if you don't have a way to cut your own acrylic, there are places out there where you can order specific shapes and sizes of acrylic. And like I said, I use Taps Plastic here locally, and they're in other states as well. I was very blessed and fortunate to have Gary cut my piece for me. So what I did was I went to Taps Plastic and I picked up the square piece that I got for, it's like a scrap piece, so I only got it for like 50 cents, and then I gave it to him and then he cut it out for me. So that's the way to do it, if you can. Okay, so, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see. Well, let me see if I put it in the light base, if that will help you guys see it. Okay, so this is this side. Remember, we mirrored it. So the engraving is on this side. So you want to put the smooth side facing you and just slip it into the base. So here's different colors that it is. See if I can tell from the camera if you guys can see that. I don't think you guys can see it all that well, darn it. Okay. Well, this is not helping much either with all my lights. Almost. There we go, kinda. Hopefully I can get some better pictures that you'll be able to see it on the blog post or on the YouTube channel. I think you can kind of see it better that way. I'm trying to get my lights out. Gosh darn glaring lights. In any case, you did see the file in Cricut Design Space, but it looks really, really cute, all lit up like this now. I think she's really going to like it. And then, you know, kids are going to have fun with the remote, especially if it's all of their own. And she can make it flash or not flash or just stay one color all the time and change it however she likes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this project. Sorry about the glare. And remember to create with love. Bye.